Hey guys, Emily here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're not new, thank you for clicking on this video and feel free to subscribe. So if you couldn't tell by my shirt, today is actually the eve of 4th of July. It's July 3rd. And I'm pre-filming videos, because I have a need for some content, but I was trying to make Christmas related videos, and I am making one with my friend Brittany, and I don't know if this video will be up before or after, but just know her and I are doing a few collaborations together, and it got me thinking, because I was sitting here trying to think of a video to film, and I'm like, ugh, I'm kind of dreading Christmas this year. And I know that sounds bad to say, because in reality, Christmas isn't about the Hallmark movie channel, which that's the whole reason why we are doing the Christmas movies, or that is the whole reason why we are collaborating together this summer, because Hallmark does do Christmas in July movies. Oh, and I'm gonna be talking about grief in this video, so if that's a topic that's a little too heavy for you, trust me, I understand. Click off this video, and I have over 2,000 other ones that you should be able to find something that you can watch of mine, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay. Just wanted to give people a minute. And it's not about, the presents and the shopping and whatever and this and that. For those of you who don't know, I lost my grandmother 6 months ago. In fact, it was December 28th of 2022. So just a few days after Christmas, but it was still around Christmas. And let me tell you, that was probably the second Christmas in my life that it didn't really feel like Christmas. The first one was definitely during quarantine, where we really couldn't be with each other because of the rate and the probability of being sick, and getting coronavirus. Thank God, that we didn't and stuff. But, some people did, but I've been sickness free this whole time, which, knock on wood, thank God. But, so that was scary, just having to do Zoom Christmas and stuff. But this year was a close second, cause it was the waiting of, oh my God, is she gonna make it through the night? And I had a lot of feelings of telling my mom wake me up if something happens, because I want to know, you know what I mean? And not funny enough, but funny enough, she actually passed away at 9 o'clock in the morning, and so I was completely fully awake, and I was completely fully with it and stuff. And I was sitting here thinking, I'm am I really dreading it? Because not kind of, because even though she hasn't been at our parties for a while, the one in 2021 was at a restaurant, and we brought her with us, and then that was my family's big party with 35 of us, and we filled a big ballroom kind of thing, or restaurant or whatever. And then usually on Christmas Day itself, my uncle would come over, my grandmother would come over, my aunt and uncle would come over, and my mom would make like some baked ziti thing or ham or, you know, some type of meal, you know. And like I would be in my pajamas and stuff. It's always been different, like ever since my grandmother got sick, but this is like the first year that like she's not here, so we can't go and see her, or we can't like say, oh my god, like this is like her favorite cookie, and let's just say, like, for lack of a better word, that it's the that it's like the, I don't know, the sugar cookies with like the reindeer on them from Pillsbury, the Pillsbury Doughboy ones, or, you know, let's say it's the, you know, I don't know, some other thumbprint cookie that people only make once a year. She loves sweets, so like I would always like pick her something, you know, because like when you're 90 years old and you're sick, you can eat whatever you want to get calories in, you know what I mean? Just like it, there's no, like, her presence. When I tell you, she first of all, she demanded the attention of a room, not like in a bad way, but it was like, oh, Noni's here, you know, and you'd get all excited like I would. Like, again, me and her were like best friends, okay? And she just like lit up a room with sunshine wherever she went, right? So, and it's not even like the idea of like, oh, you know, I have one less person to buy for, because let's be real, I like, honestly, I don't even feel like shopping, you know, but like it's just really for me, it's just the, you know, like the typical family picture of like, oh, let's get in front of the Christmas tree, or let's like, you know, pose with our goofy sweaters on, or let's like dress up the dog, or let's snuggle the baby. You know what I mean? Like how everybody like gets together. And like in my family, it would be like the same picture minus one person, so like one person could take the picture, or like the banquet person would come take the picture, right? So, but like I cherish those memories now, and I'm like, thank God we took so many pictures and so many videos, because I have pictures of all the holidays now with my grandmother, right? But and I know that a lot of people have experienced loss, and I know that a lot of people have experienced loss in the past couple of years. Every time I open some sort of app I'm on, whether it's my email, you know, from somebody telling me that somebody's sick or whatever, or, you know, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you know, anything. You know, a lot of people experience loss, but I just think for me, it's like, dang, this is really the year of firsts. I mean, technically, if you want to get technical, she was sick right after Thanksgiving. So technically, Thanksgiving last year was her last holiday, and she didn't have Christmas, and then she died before New Year's, right? But you know when a person starts fading away, like really fading, and it was definitely after Thanksgiving, and Christmas didn't feel like Christmas. Like I'm
not sure I understand.
Oh God, sorry. It you know, and like, if you guys know me, you know that I am going to Disney this fall for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and I went to Disney twice with my grandmother when I was younger. She came with us, and not that she'd be able to go like at all, like this year she'd be old, you know, like even if you still have your mind, like your body starts to go, like there comes a time where one of them has to start failing, right? So like even if she couldn't go, you know, even though she's old, like I don't know, I'd still be like excited to tell her about it, you know what I mean? But what I am gonna do, and what I do plan to do to honor her memory, not only in Disney, but just like what I'm doing, what I do plan to do to make it easier on myself, is, see, I don't really write like with a pen because it's like hard for me and it like hurts my wrists, honestly. But I think I'm going to keep a journal this holiday season and like tell her the things that we do, because like she always kept little journals, even if it was just like a scrap of paper, and she'd be like, oh, today we went for a ride in the car, you know what I mean? And so I think that she would enjoy that. And I think that when we do have Christmas pictures, you know, and I do pose with my nieces and my dog and whatever, that I'm gonna put something that I have as memento of hers, because like I have a couple of like statues and stuff that I'm gonna do. I know some people visit grave sites and stuff, and I'm not opposed to that, but it's hard for me to physically do without help, because I don't drive. But the thing that I'm gonna do in Disney, is I'm really excited about this, is I'm going to like make like a flat Stanley, you know, like that thing that we made in school when we were like 5. And I'm gonna like, because I have a picture of her at a Halloween party with Disney ears on, and I'm going to kind of make like a flat Stanley. And then I was thinking about having the characters that I meet sign it for me, and then like have that framed. I don't know, I'm trying to think of ways to like keep her not in my everyday life, in the fact that like she would fade away ever, because like she's truly like in my heart, you know what I mean? But just like I want her to know that like we miss her, you know, and like she's always around and she's like never forgotten, you know. It's kind of funny because like last week I was like, oh, it's been 6 months, like I'm doing better, and then it's like, dang, no, this is gonna be the first year. And I think that's what's hard for me, is like, because I'm a picture queen and like she was a picture queen. There's like boxes and boxes of like pictures. Like she always had like the disposable camera, you know, the you know, the ones that the kids now think that they're making cool, but I'm like, no, my grandmother had that since 1996, you know. Not like the green one, and then the yellow and orange one. There's like boxes of those pictures, you know. So I think, yeah, and then I'm gonna put up her nativity scene, which actually was my mom's, and then my mom gave it to her for a couple of years because her apartment was a little too small for a tree, so they did a tabletop nativity. Oh, it's probably upstairs. I was gonna say I should see upstairs, meaning like the attic. We don't have like upstairs, downstairs, but I should see if we could put it up, because that'd be a nice memory. I know this video is all over the place, but just know that if you, it's the half of the year already, and just know that if you are kind of dreading the second half. And let's be real, if 2020 has been a dumpster, or 2020, that too, but if 2023 has been a dumpster fire for you, just know that you're not alone. And if you have lost people, especially around the holidays and or anytime, because I don't think that grief ever goes away, let me know some things that you do to honor them throughout the holidays. And like, does it ever get easier? Do you ever like find the joy to celebrate again? Because let's be real, I haven't even like watched a movie yet, and I was like, yeah, Christmas in July, and I was like, wait a minute, boo, you know? Because I remember last summer we were at our house and I put it on, and then boom, how fast a year can change. So thanks for watching.